So we
First
started.
year.
Okay, so yeah, first year.
We were friends.
Yes.
Hung out all the time. With
no.
our other friends.
Okay, so that was first semester. We hung out all the time. So spring semester, first time he met my parents, was my
No, it was your 19th.
19th birthday. Yeah, it was the second time. 19th birthday. I was into someone else. It was at my birthday party at my aunt's house in Texas, just outside of Dallas. My parents, excuse me. My parents were, they had actually moved. No, they hadn't moved yet. They're about to move, but they came up for my birthday, right? So I'm into this guy that we were in Children and Family Ministries together at CFNI, and I invited him, obviously. Well,
and a couple other friends. Like,
yeah,
it was,
a couple other friends. But he drove two of our other friends from campus to the birthday party. They didn't want to drive or like to drive, really. And so it wasn't like he wasn't invited.
But you have to know, like, I absolutely love to drive.
Yeah.
Like, ever since I bought my first car at 15, paid it off at 16 with the help of my grandmother and also my parents. But at 15, I got my permit and I was driving. At 16, I got my license. I was driving. I was like...
He was ready for the road.
I will drive
right out
anywhere.
The womb.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
I drove, like, anywhere.
Yeah, so he drove, and I guess when they all left, and so fast forward, actually, brief interjection. So that was April. May, so we started hanging out after that. For whatever reason, the guy that I liked and myself, we were preparing to go on a missions trip to the Amazon. And
for those that might not know, missions trip is more or less a group that goes to another country or a place in the United States to do service work, like helping the underprivileged, or it's a multitude of different things, while also sending out the gospel message. So you'll hear more about that as we go along. But just for those that might not know,
that story comes around again. So we were preparing to go on a short-term mission trip for a month in the Amazon, and so we spent a lot of time together, all the time together. And so we started hanging out with a group of friends, but like randomly our friends would like end up bailing on us. So we'd be planning to go to the coffee shop. Hey, let's all go. And then we'd be planning on going. They'd be like, hey, I can't go. Hey, I can't go. And we were the only two that could still go.
and one other.
And
Generally,
no, that was later on. She would end up doing something too. Because
right.
a lot of times it ended
right.
up just the two of us.
Yeah.
So then
Lots of trips to Walmart.
All the trips to Walmart.
That's true.
That's
When you're in
still a
college,
date night.
Walmart is
Walking
open
around Walmart.
late, so you can go to Walmart.
But we had a curfew.
Anyway.
But trying to speed this story up. I love to tell stories and
Details. Let's get real. It's details. It is the most finite details.
Details
in
make the story real.
It is, but you don't need to know.
They bring it to life.
How the hair was just so.
No, my hair was always the same. I had a relaxer.
No,
I hadn't gone natural.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't until we started dating. Did it change a little?
That's why I said my hair was always the same.
Right. But then we started dating, and then.
Well, yeah, then
got
put a
styled.
flat iron to style.
Then we got styled.
Styled. So, fast forward, we get through our missions trips.
Well, I went to Asia.
Yeah, he went to Asia. I went to the Amazon, and from the day we both got back, or I got back first, because he left later, when we had both gotten back from our missions trip, seriously, y'all, we talked every single day. Me and homeboy that I was previously interested to, Yeah, that died on the plane back from the Amazon.
It was just the
It
Lord
was-
preparing us to talk. It's
That
true.
face. You're right. You're right. We talked, and I was so like, my first semester, there was this guy that was from someplace back in Louisiana that was close. And I was like, oh, this must be the Lord. He's from 25 minutes from my hometown. And we know common people, but didn't know each other. Oh, this is a setup. It wasn't no setup. Because come January or whenever, like, he got married. And it was really funny. Way awkward. We weren't a pair anyways. No. So we were talking, but I was so done with like, okay, I am not looking for Mr. One anymore. I'm 18 years old. By this point, I'm 19. I'm like, you know what?
I'm focusing on
It's
school.
me and the Lord. Like, I got stuff to do. So I had a great summer. We talked every night because his parents went to bed at like 9 o'clock. I worked at a coffee shop in Hammond. PJs. And so I was up late because I got home late and I still have caffeine in my system. He was up late because
I'm a night
he's
owl.
19 at this point, 20, and his parents are going to bed at 9 o'clock. So it wasn't like he was in bed.
My dad worked at like 4 a.m. and my mom is on the same schedule as him. So,
Yeah.
like, home from college.
Yeah.
Let's stay up late.
So we talked till like the wee
2,
hours of
3.
the morning.
Or until she fell asleep.
Or until I fell asleep every day, into when we started dating. So, okay, so how did we know that we liked each other, right? So, my best friend on campus, Brittany, common name, whatever, but you know who you are, she also was an RA, and she literally lived in my apartment.
Yep.
Right? So she had a key to it. I had 2 beds in my room because I was an RA as well. So I had 2 in my room, and then there were 2 other girls in the room next to me. And so she was always in my room, right? So she was always trying to convince me that he liked me. And I was like,
Thanks.
Brittany, he does not like me. And this
We're
was
just
my
friends.
rationale. You assume somebody's in the mafia, boom, you're dead. I'm not assuming anyone has feelings for me, because I was always like another boy's sister. He's like, oh, but you're like my sister. Y'all, I have 4 brothers. I don't need another brother. So
Just wait till the story when I meet all 4 brothers at the same time.
yeah,
We'll get there.
that might be another vlog.
Well, at this rate, we're not getting to any of the other questions. Maybe
Okay.
except for one.
Okay, so what was I saying?
You were saying,
You were listening to me, child.
no, I was listening. Anyway, no, you were talking about
Okay.
Brittany always
Right,
staying in
so
your
Brittany
room telling you.
always said, she was like, oh, he likes you, he likes you. I was like, no, he doesn't. She's like, Carice, when weekend plans come to be made, like, who is he always asking? I was like, me, but that's just because I'm relatable. I'm easy to talk to. Y'all all crazy and stuff. And they weren't even crazy. I just didn't know how else to.
Because this was the same friend that it would always end up, everybody else would bail, and it would end up being you, me, and her. And we would go to coffee shop. Yes. It was
I thought that
always.
was when I was always invited,
Yes.
though.
Well, that's the thing. Is I would always be like, hey, like.
He was trying to set up a date with me, and she knew it, but it was a secret
but under
between them
wraps,
2.
Under wraps.
And I didn't know what was going on. Y'all, he was my first boyfriend. I wouldn't know if a guy was trying to ask me out if he said, hey, do you want to go grab some coffee? Right to my face. And
with me.
obviously,
Oh,
that
sure.
happened.
Let's get a group
I was
together.
like, Brittany,
Let's go.
Brittany, you want to come to? Because I'd leave her in my apartment. She'd be in there with me, and he'd be like, "Hey, Mace wants to go to White Rhino. You want to come to White Rhino with us?" And she was like, "No, I'm good. I'll stay here." I'm like, "Really, Brittany? What are you gonna do all weekend? You know you don't like to drive. You ain't going nowhere." So, because she would get up on like Saturday to drive back to her parents' church. And so it was the three of us always on Friday night. And so I was like, seriously?
Now,
When she's like, no, I'm tired. Brittany, you ain't tired. We're going to a coffee shop. You can get some coffee. So
Anyway, White Rhino is like significant to us. Not everybody knows that that's a coffee shop.
Well, we had to, that's what I already said was a coffee shop.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm just clarifying. There are people out in the World Wide Web that do not know.
I already said it was the
just
coffee
saying.
shop. And we'll get there when we get to our first
Focus.
base. Yeah.
I'm adding details. Your detail.
Yeah, your details are like definition of missions trip.
Oh my gosh. Because not everybody
My
might
name's
know.
Merriam-Webster.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay. So I always told Brittany, hey, you're coming with us. Because I didn't want her to just be by herself. And I didn't know this was a date. So whether it was Walmart or the coffee shop or literally wherever. So how did you get me by myself?
Well, see,
so we
but
could
I
talk
also had started to like her back.
over the summer?
Well,
Oh.
no.
Oh,
Back
right.
before we
Even when
went,
I was dressed crazy, y'all.
Before we went to our missions trips, I had started liking her. Like,
Oh, we went on that park date down
yeah,
Clyde Warren.
we went
and
for
we
just
went on
an
a hike through the
outing, and
woods.
we hiked through like this foresty little area.
Brittany
in the
was supposed to
park.
come with us.
But she
What she did?
finally had other plans. And so we actually got to hang out all day. It was great. We really love photography and taking pictures, that kind of thing. So that was a big thing. So we took all kinds of like nature pictures and blah, blah, blah.
All the pictures.
Anyway, so she was getting ready to go to a missions trip, and she needed like this book bag because her like book bag was like totally torn apart. And so I had given her a book bag from Target to like, it was like, but when I give a gift, like
And when
the
I'm
gift
thinking
bag
book bag,
is
it's
like
backpack. It was this cute, like over your arm, over your shoulder, your inside your shoulder.
right.
bit.
It was just like summer canvas, like bright colors because she loves color, and
All
so
the colors.
got that. And so like when I give a gift, like it's gift wrapped and like flowy with tissue paper, everything. Anyway, so I give it to Brittany and I say, you know, hey, like I want to give this to Carice, but like I want you to give it to her anonymously, so you know, so she felt taken care of, that kind of thing. Anyway, so Brittany knew all of this. Now, obviously, we're talking about
Take it,
Brittany a
that's through
lot.
April.
Brittany is
when my
like
birthday was.
a part of our foundation of when we started dating, and you know all the preemptive stuff. And so I had given her that, and so well, she didn't know that until.
I tried all summer long to figure out who was this from.
And I'm
thought
just
it
giddy.
was my
I'm
one
just giddy
guy
because
friend.
she's telling me like, "Oh, this bag, and oh, maybe it's him, and maybe who's that?" And I'm just like inside, I'm just like, "It's me, it's me, it's me."
It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer.
Anyway,
Sorry.
So yeah, I'd given her that, and so it didn't come out until.
That was the convincing factor from Brittany, because one night she and I was like, because she's
The
still
frustration
pressing.
level.
Look, he likes you, Carice. Why can't you just accept that? No, he doesn't. Yes, he does.